First story. My neighbor raped my dog, a true story. I've always considered myself an animal lover, so when I adopted a rescue dog named Max, I was overjoyed. Max was a playful and friendly golden retriever who quickly became an integral part of our family. However, my life took a dark turn when I discovered that my neighbor, a man I had once considered a friend, had been raping my dog. It all started when I noticed that Max was acting strangely. He would whimper and hide whenever our neighbor came near him. And he began to lose weight and seemed constantly on edge. At first I couldn't figure out what was wrong, but then I started to notice that our neighbor was acting strangely around Max as well. He would often linger near our yard watching Max play, and I would catch him staring at Max with a strange expression on his face. One day, I decided to install a security camera in our yard to keep an eye on things while we were away. I didn't expect to catch anything, but I wanted to put my mind at ease. However, what I saw in the footage horrified me. Our neighbor had been sneaking into our yard and raping Max. I was devastated and didn't know what to do. I couldn't believe that someone I had once trusted could do something so heinous to my beloved pet. I knew I had to take action, but I didn't know where to turn. I decided to seek advice from the online community. I posted my story on a forum for pet owners, and the response was overwhelming. People were shocked and outraged by what had happened, and they offered me advice and support. Many people suggested that I report my neighbor to the police, and I decided to take their advice. I gathered all the evidence I had, including the security camera footage, and contacted the authorities. They took my report seriously and launched an investigation. In the end, my neighbor was charged with animal cruelty and sentenced to several years in prison. Max was taken to a veterinarian for treatment, and he slowly began to recover. I'm still traumatized by what happened, but I'm grateful for the support of the online community. I've learned that it's essential to speak up and take action when you suspect that an animal is being harmed. I hope that my story will inspire others to do the same. If you suspect that an animal is being mistreated, don't hesitate to contact your local animal welfare organization or the police. You could be saving a life. Second story. My husband wanted to have Twosome with me and our dog. What should I do? My husband and I had always been adventurous in our relationship, but I never expected him to suggest something as strange as this. "Honey, I've been thinking," he said one day as we were cuddled up on the couch. "What do you think about having a threesome? With you, me, and the dog?" I blinked at him in surprise. What?" I asked, trying to process what he had just said. "You know, like a twosome, but with the dog involved," he clarified. "It could be fun and adventurous, and I think the dog would enjoy it too." I was speechless. I loved our dog, but the idea of including him in our intimate moments was just weird. I didn't know what to say. "I don't know, honey," I finally stammered. "I'll have to think about it." He seemed disappointed, but he didn't push the issue. I spent the next few days mulling it over, trying to decide what to do. On the one hand, I wanted to make my husband happy and fulfill his desires. On the other hand, the idea of bringing our dog into our intimate moments just felt wrong. In the end, I decided to talk to a trusted friend about it. "What should I do?" I asked her. "My husband wants to have a threesome with me and the dog, and I don't know what to think." She looked at me in shock. That's not really a normal request," she said. "I would say no if I were you. It's not healthy or appropriate to include an animal in your intimate moments." I felt relieved. I had been leaning towards saying no, but I wasn't sure if I was being prudish or close-minded. Hearing my friend's opinion gave me the confidence to stand firm in my decision. "Thanks, I appreciate your advice," I told her. "I'm going to talk to my husband and tell him that I don't think it's a good idea." And that's what I did. I talked to my husband and explained my reasons for saying no. He was disappointed, but he understood and respected my decision. We were able to move past the issue and continue to enjoy a happy and fulfilling relationship. What do you think? Do you agree with my decision to say no to my husband's strange request? Or do you think I should have been more open-minded and given it a try? Let me know your thoughts, sir. Third story. I had just walked in the door after a long day at work. I was looking forward to relaxing with my wife and maybe watching a movie together, but as I headed towards the living room, I heard strange noises coming from our bedroom. At first, I thought maybe my wife was watching a scary movie or something, but as I got closer, the noises became more and more unmistakable. They sounded like moaning and panting. And was that a dog barking? I burst into the bedroom, ready to confront whatever intruder had broken into our home. But what I saw was far worse than anything I could have imagined. My wife was naked on the bed, writhing in pleasure, and next to her, humping away, was our dog. I was shocked and disgusted. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I stumbled backwards, feeling sick to my stomach. "Andrew!" my wife cried out, as if she had just been caught doing something wrong. "I can explain!" But I didn't want to hear her explanations. I didn't want to hear any more of her lies. I turned and ran out of the room, grabbing my coat and keys as I went. I drove around for hours, trying to clear my head. I didn't know what to do. I'd always thought that my wife and I had a good marriage, but now I wasn't so sure. How could she do something like this to me? Finally, I decided to come home and confront her. I found her sitting on the couch, looking sheepish. "I'm so sorry, Andrew," she said as soon as she saw me. "I know what I did was wrong. I don't know why I did it. I promise it will never happen again." I wanted to believe her. I wanted to forgive her and move on. But I didn't know if I could. I needed advice from other people. "What should I do?" I asked, posting my question on a forum for people in difficult situations. My wife cheated on me with our dog. Should I forgive her and try to move on, or should I leave her and end the marriage? The responses were mixed. Some people said that I should forgive my wife and give her another chance, while others said that I should leave her and find someone who would treat me with respect. In the end, I decided to leave my wife. I couldn't trust her anymore, and I didn't want to be with someone who would betray me like that. It was a difficult decision, but I knew it was the right one. What do you guys think? Do you agree with his decision to leave his wife, or do you think he should have given her another chance? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. The last story for today. Good evening, sir. My name is Jalia and I'm 27 years old. I caught my husband putting ice cream on a penis, making our dog to leak it. I want to clarify that the scenario described in the beginning is not something that should ever be considered acceptable or normal. It is a form of bestiality and animal abuse, and it is illegal in many places. I personally strongly condemn this behavior and any suggestion that it is okay. So let's get to it. I was shocked and disgusted when I walked in on my husband putting ice cream on a penis and encouraging our dog to lick it off. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. "What are you doing?" I demanded, my voice shaking with anger. My husband looked up at me, a guilty expression on his face. "I was just playing with the dog," he said lamely. But I knew that wasn't true. I had caught him in the act and there was no denying what he was doing. "This is disgusting and wrong," I said, my voice shaking with disgust. "How could you do something like this?" My husband didn't have an answer. He just looked at the ground, shame-faced. I couldn't believe that the man I had married would stoop to such a low level. I felt betrayed and hurt. I didn't know what to do. That's why I'm coming to you for advice. I need to know what to do next. Should I confront my husband and demand that he stop this behavior? Should I leave him and end the marriage? I don't know what to do. Please help me, sir. I need your advice. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think she should do? Anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts about this whole situation down in the comments section. Alright, guys, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. Until next time, stay blessed.